Hi, welcome to Hope in the Light of Suicide. I'm Tammy White. I'm the founder and CEO of the Bobby White Foundation and your host here for the show. I just got back from vacation. Well, it was kind of a working vacation in a way. But before I get into it, because I have a ton of stuff to share um, and to squeeze in. So, first off, I just want to remind everybody of our support groups. If you're local to West Pasco, Florida, or Hernando County, we have our next support group coming up in Spring Hill on June 11th and Newport Richey on June 19th. So there's the flyer of the locations, 6:30, same places. Hernando is the NAMI office, and West Pasco is the Oasis Coffee Spot. So, and I'll be back at both meetings, co-facilitating. I missed May's because I was on the cruise, which was actually it was a cruise for our Rotary district conference. Our Rotary district is number 6950. Of course, I'm a member of the Nature Coast Club, actually one of the founding members. So, anyway, so we had our district conference for this year, and we did it on a cruise. And I want to thank Jackie Skelton from JR World Travel. Helped arrange everything along with our Rotary team. There was probably about 150 of us on the cruise, and it wasn't all fun. We did have to have some Rotary times, but we got this really cool T-shirt. And actually, it was at first I thought it was really kind of corny, but it was really kind of cool to wear when we were all boarding the ship. There it is, and so we all knew who everybody was and what group belonged together. I thought it was kind of cool. So that was really neat. We actually went out of Port Canaveral on the MSC Seashore. It is a ginormous ship. Now, I can't remember which port we were in there. I think that might have been Cozumel, which was our last port. And I was on that side of the ship too. But it was really, really nice. Had a room with a balcony. Of course, I always have my room on my own. I don't like to have roommates because if I can't have my husband there, I don't want a roommate. That's just the way I am. But that way, I still have Bobby with me, in spirit, even though he really didn't like cruising, and it wasn't that, and that really wasn't his fault. The first time we went on a cruise many, many years ago, he got sick, and it was actually the beginnings of his MS, but we didn't know about it. And so for most of the cruise, he was sick, had migraines, and so now I've been on three cruises maybe, and so he gets to come with me in spirit, and he doesn't have to have a migraine. But anyways, so the ship was really awesome. They had this is like the inside atrium, and there's like, I can't remember, 3 or 4 levels. Um, it it was just an amazing ship. And usually I don't go to the buffets, but this ship had an awesome buffet, and they had all these screens, and they just had so much going on. It was really cool. I have so many more pictures that I wanted to show you, but like I said, we're squeezed for time. But it was really nice. The ship, like I said, is out of Port Canaveral, but the cruise line is an Italian cruise line, I think. And yeah, it was really fun. So we had 2 days, 2 sea days that we had to do our Rotary stuff, and really our schedule kind of got messed up, but it ended up working out in a good way. So one of the sea days in the morning, we had 4 hours of Rotary stuff, and that's all our Rotary crew getting together for our cruise picture. I'm I'm in there, I can see me, but I mean, it's hard to point me out. But anyways, um, it was really fun. A lot of information. We, played games, had fun, learned stuff. Our Talked with our incoming uh, district governor, and it was just a good time. So, they always have, and I really don't like it that much, but um, you have a formal night, which it's not as formal as back in the old days. So this is our crew from our Rotary Club, and also Brianna and David, who helped with the cruise. So that's our club from the Nature Coast, and on our formal night. So it was fun. The food was tremendous. It was really good. And that's our last night on the cruise, which was a goofy night. We had really fun waiters, and he made those little napkin hats for us, and everybody was dancing around and they were playing music, and uh, yeah, it was really good. It was fun. But so we had the first day that was Rotary Day, and then we had I think Saturday, which we were on our way home, was a sea day. So that morning we had our Rotary conference, and this is when things really kind of started to come together for me. Everybody asks you about your Rotary moment. When people, you can be a Rotarian, you can, be a member, blah, blah, blah. But there kind of is a difference between, and I haven't really felt it yet or been there yet. And mind you, this is the third Rotary Club that I've been a member of since, let's see, I was a member of the Port Richey Rotary in the mid 90s when I had started my gallery downtown. And then I wasn't a member for a really long time. And then several years ago, I was one of the founding members for uh, the Rotary Club of Newport Richey Sunset. And that just really kind of didn't work out for me. And then the opportunity came up, and I think I've talked about it before. For 7 of us went. I actually was invited to be the member of Rotary Club of Spring Hill Central. So I went and joined their group, and there was some stuff going on in there. And so 7 of us from that club decided to break off and start our own club. So it was 7 women who started the Rotary Club of the Nature Coast. And we're just about 2 years old. We're 2 years old now. And but anyway, so let me get back to what I was trying to talk about. So I have my thing, which is suicide prevention, mental health, trying to help people after the loss of somebody by suicide, but also preventing losses and more losses, and just helping people. It's what our support group is for. So and I kind of had looked into this just a little bit prior to. Rotary has our main thing right now is to stop polio, and we are the guiding force, Rotary International, for eradicating polio, and we're almost there. There's like 10 cases of polio, and they're in Afghanistan and Pakistan, and we're hoping, here in the short near future, that polio will be able to be eradicated. That's one of the main things for Rotary. Then they have other initiatives and causes, and they have what they call Rotary action groups. And um, there's probably, I don't know, maybe 20 or so different types of action groups for like different causes, I would say. And so I had looked it up prior to and kind of looked at it a little bit, but wasn't like really looking at it. But after this, I really looked it up. And the reason being is we were fortunate enough on our cruise to have our Rotary International's past president, Gordon McInally. So I'm going to share some stuff about him in just a minute. So, anyways, these Rotary action groups, they have two of them which piqued my interest, of course. They have one for mental health, and this is going to be a really big thing in Rotary, and it's already kind of begun a bit, and we're going to be part of the action to push it a little bit further. So I'm hoping, and I did all the stuff and I printed everything out, and I've already contacted one of the other districts who leaders who is chair for the mental health. It's Mental Health Initiatives Action Group, and I have a meeting set up hopefully tomorrow so that we can start. They want to help us fast track to get this going for our district, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm really excited that the foundation is now going to be able to partner with Rotary for their mental health initiatives. So I mean, it's just a lot. It's really cool. And so anyway, so at our Sunday sit down, I will call it, we got to hear from past President Gordon McInally. He's Scottish, from Scotland. He was a former dentist, super nice guy. His wife was opera singer, so sweet. So he got up to talk and was doing his spiel, and really interesting, very engaging, and just a really neat guy. And so he started talking about the mental health aspect of Rotary. And I had met some other people. So I think he's the incoming president for Dade City Rotary, him and his wife, Molly. Super nice people, and got to know them. And they were sitting off to the side, kind of in front of me while Gordon was talking. And he brought up, like I said, the mental health aspect that Rotary is trying to is incorporating in what we do in our communities. And he shared his experience, and he said that he one of the reasons he's passionate about this is because of his life experience. And he shared with us that he lost his brother to suicide. Well, and this happens quite often when I'm in a group of people and somebody's talking, and people know that we have this foundation. So immediately Stephen turned around and looked at me, and I'm shaking my head. Yeah, I know, this is really great. So after he spoke, I'm like, oh man, I have to meet this guy. And I'm pretty shy with people that I don't know. It may not seem like it on here, but this was a long time coming too. So, anyways, after we were done with our convention stuff, I went to our recent our past district governor, and I told him, because I didn't know if Chris knew about my story. And so I asked him, I said, Chris, I really need to meet Gordon McInally. I said, I don't know if you know that, I lost my husband, Bobby, to suicide in 2016. And he's like, no, I didn't know that. And I'm like, well, I said, I really need to meet Gordon. And he's like, okay, I will get it set up. So, I think it was, I don't know, remember if it was later that night. It was the formal night, I'm pretty sure. So I think that was Friday night. I don't remember. Everything kind of ran together with this cruise. So he set it up so that after we got done eating, but we were kind of still in the dining room. I went over, and I don't know what Chris told him, but it was just so amazing to meet this man, and he was just so nice. And get my fingers crossed, we get this mental health initiative group for our district. I know he's gonna be amazingly helpful. So I'm just really excited. I was excited to meet him. I hope I get the chance to meet him again sometime soon. And anyway, so I got a short. It's kind of a short, really video, but it's not. It's about a 4-minute video that I pulled off of District 6960's website, their mental health initiative website, and it's 4 minutes of Gordon McInally speaking towards this issue. So hopefully we can let it roll.
This is how Rotary brings lasting change to the world, one newly created hope at a time. And the theme also begins to explain how we help to create a similar kind of change within ourselves. Because for many people on this planet, lost hope is not a function of material poverty loss. All of us face challenges that threaten our well-being. And just as it takes tremendous courage to wage peace, so too it is brave to reach out and admit that you need help. In the wake of the pandemic, more people than ever are hurting. Many have lost the people closest to them. Others have seen their social networks uprooted. Divisions have grown wider. Opportunities for connection have been lost. And some of those hurting them most are the children and young adults whose education and social skills building has been so interrupted. And to make matters worse, in many parts of the world, asking for help, especially in mental health, is considered a weakness. But nothing could be further from the truth. It is brave to be vulnerable and to admit you don't have all the answers. Reaching out for help is courageous, and continuing on a path towards wellness even more so. Later this week, I will explain why I feel so strongly about the topic of mental health. And you will be hearing about some of the steps we will be taking over the next year and hopefully beyond to improve the mental health system, not only for our Rotary members, but for our communities as well. I want Rotary to become known as an organisation that takes care of its members as well as the people we serve. Any mental health professional will tell you that by helping ourselves, we essentially help others. The evidence overwhelmingly shows that helping others benefits our mental health and our well-being by reducing stress and improving our mood. The friendships developed along the way foster an incredible sense of community and camaraderie, themselves essential ingredients to mental health and wellness. So, these are our plans for the year ahead, that we help bring peace to the world and soothe those afflicted by conflict, and that we help each other and our communities deal with our own internal struggles, and that we end the stigma associated with asking for help. In all these actions, the goal is to create hope, to help the world heal from destructive conflicts, and in turn to help us achieve lasting change for ourselves. Rotary helps create the conditions for peace, opportunity, and a future worth living. By continuing what we do best, by remaining open and willing to change, and by keeping our focus on building peace in the world and within ourselves, Rotary creates a more peaceful world, a more hopeful world. And so, As Rotary leaders from all the regions, I urge you to create hope in the world. Thank you very much.
Watched that like probably half a dozen times since I've been back. Yes, so like he said, and this is, I'm hoping, and I know that that's what I feel. That seeing him speak at our district convention about mental health and his experience, and then getting to meet him after dinner, um, and knowing, that we kind of have the same goals. We've been through similar experiences, um, and it's part of Rotary. And so I think that was my Rotary moment. That now, because I've always, I always wanted, and I've said it before with other organizations, this isn't something that we can do on our own. None of us. Rotary can't do it on their own. Bobby White Foundation can't do it on our own. All the other organizations that I'm in alliance with here locally, individually, we just can't do it on our own. It's gonna take all of us. And now, even not only am I gonna be able to bring, what the Bobby White Foundation has to our community, but also what Rotary has. And I'm really excited about that. So, in some of his high points that he says, you know, taking our our goal is to take care of our members as well as our community. And he just said it. Helping others helps our mental health. And I know that that's done that for me, and in the work that we've done and started in the foundation. And we want to end the stigma in asking for help and create hope for the world. And hope is all throughout, you know, our thing. I mean, it's in the title of our show. So, and the international conference is in Calgary this year, and um, Gordon is going to be speaking at the international conference. I don't think I'll be there, seeing as how I just went on a long cruise. I would like to be able to attend, but I don't think this year is going to be it. So also with Rotary, and some of the information, that he gave us, and some of it I know, and some of it, is, or I've known, but Rotary is an international organization. More than 800,000 people worldwide die by suicide each year. And with each of those suicides, there are many more that attempt. So I came back from the cruise kind of exhilarated and happy, and especially when I started looking into this mental health initiative with Rotary. But also in the meantime, I started to get sick, so I'm still fighting off a cold. I'm hoping that it's not going to come through for me. My eyes are kind of, how you feel when you're starting to get sick and your eyes kind of are weird. That's how I feel today, but I'm gonna keep it at bay. So we're also going to be coming up with some new campaigns, partnering with the Rotaries awareness campaigns also. So I'm excited about this, and to get our club to this. The first campaign, get ready to look for it, is an awareness campaign. Don't bottle it up. So we've got a few more kind of in the pipeline, but this is going to be the first one. I hope that we can get this going like really pretty soon. So, I guess the district conference gave me my Rotary moment, and it's been, I feel really good about it, that our foundation and Rotary now, we have some synergy. yeah, I'm excited about it. And I also did notice too, and I think I signed up for it last year as a member. Now, if we get this action group started, you do not have to be a member of Rotary to be a member of our action group. So, as we get things rolling, I will keep you informed, and you too could be a part of our um, action group, our mental health initiatives action group. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. And on this road, it takes a lot for me to get excited and to be open and happy about something, and not saying it's gonna last forever or I'm gonna, go back. That grief thing goes back and forth, back and forth. So, I'm gonna give you our quote for today. Don't ask permission to fly. The wings are yours and the sky belongs to no one. I kind of feel like that today, which is really kind of cool because it's a long time coming and it's very rare, but it's getting to be more and more. So, also, don't forget to put the phone numbers in your phone, have them memorized. You never know when you're going to be the one to give that hope to someone. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is an easy number to remember, 9888. Veterans, text 1. Youth, you can text 741-741. And first responders, text badges to 741-741. Remember, it's still Mental Health Awareness Month until the end of the month, but for many of us, it's mental health awareness 24/7. So please be there, be open, be kind, be helpful. Remember, there is always hope. Thank you.